Welcome to another Timmymon Duel Links video. Today we have a brand new box for you. It's Abyss Encounters. And in this box it brings you Gish Keys, Archfiends, water monsters and aliens are out of this world. But before we get into this awesome new box, shout out to my sponsors over here, YGOsingles.com. You know, they help me do what I love to do, and if you love cheap TCG Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it's the cheapest on the internet. And if it's not, let me know and I'll get you the price cheaper. I'll try anyway. Yeah, so if you use the discount code Timmymon, you get a 5% off, and it really helps me out. And it helps them help me out to keep doing what I love to do. So yeah, let's get into this box. This box is crazy. As you can see, probably in my last video I had 99999 gems. Now I have 0. I've bought all the sales and I still don't have 3 of everything. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I've already looked through the box. I already know what's good. I'm gonna skip everything that's bad and I'm just gonna say it's bad. So we have this first card. It's okay. The Agishki deck is a new archetype. It's a I guess it's sort of like Cyber Angels. It's a combo ritual deck. Excuse me. It's a combo ritual deck, and its focus is just the OTK, and it has a lot of power, and the cards all recycle itself. So after you make a play, you're able to just put the cards back in the deck, add the cards back to your hand, and just do it again. So the deck's really resilient. But this card, I just think it's okay. It's just a beta that draws a card. This card's pretty decent. The next card, this card, I sort of just like pass. I don't think the archetype with the bonding, I won't get too much into details of the cards. I don't want to have a too long of a video. But yeah, I don't think the support cards are that good. This card I think is ridiculously good. It might take a while for people to build the best possible deck for it, but this card, it changed to me it's already changed the meta. You can read it. You can banish an Archfiend card from your hand or your graveyard and just destroy a card. So you know how popular Snipe Hunter was? You discard a card to have a chance to destroy a card. This one guarantees you destroy it, and it's 3000 attack. Crazy. Who cares if it's only once per turn? It's guaranteed. So you don't have to risk 33% chance, which to me is a 100% fail rate. No, not 100%, but you know, you get what I mean. Snipe Hunters, it's 2 luck based, whereas this, it takes away the element of luck. It gives you a huge 3000 attack beta. Yeah, so I think this card is pretty good. How we're gonna play it, I'm not sure yet. It's probably some sort of like get it into the graveyard and bring it back from the graveyard instead of just summoning it. So I'm not exactly sure how this deck will be played yet, but I know because of how powerful this effect is, I definitely think it will be played. If not in a tier 1 deck, maybe a tier 2 deck. So just my thoughts, just on seeing the cards alone, I think Gish Keys have a potential tier maybe 1.5. It's not as good as the other tier 1 decks yet. Prove me wrong, but I think Gish Keys are very powerful. I think the Archfiend deck is a solid tier 2. Legendary Fisherman 2. This card is good. How do I explain this card? This card isn't... So this card is it will be played, but it's not this card that's good. It's the supporting card that's good. So you're gonna have to get 3 of these if you want to play this new water deck that I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna hint about. I'm not gonna tell you the list. I'm gonna hint about it, but it's gonna be good. Trust me. So even if you just buy this set for 3 of this dude, I don't know if I would say it's worth it, but this deck will be good. And it will be a tier 1 deck. I believe it will be a tier 1 deck. Gishki Chain, this card's broken. I thought it was just for Gishki cards, but this actually, you can look at the top 3 cards, add any ritual or ritual spell to your hand. It doesn't have to be Gishki cards. So that could be a huge boost to Relinquish decks, it could be a boost to Cyber Angel decks. Oh, please no more Cyber Angels. And since we have 20 card decks, you're going to hit it. If you're playing this in Cyber Angels, the only 3 cards that you won't add to your hand are like Senjus. So like, imagine if the top 3 cards are just Senjus. Okay, you'll fail, but most of the times I think you'll hit something. And yeah, I think this actually does replace Sonic, but I'm not sure. But the cool thing I like about this is the end of this effect. After that, place the remaining cards on top of your deck in any order. So this allows you to sort of, if you have enough foresight, you can control how the game ends up. So if you have a play this turn that you can make, you can set up for a next turn play. So you might end with a Sephira in your hand, put that Hymn of Light on top of your deck. So, you know, this allows you to sort of have more than just add a card to your hand, shuffle your deck. So it has this extra effect of stacking your deck. You know, that might even be cool with other cards that manipulate how your deck, what happens to your deck. Like, anyway, let's not talk about that now. So I think this card, if you want to get it, probably get 3 of. It will be a 3 of. Abyss Soldier is kind of neat as well. Once per turn, you can discard 1 water monster to the graveyard to target 1 card on the field, return it to their hand. So what's good about this is it doesn't destroy. A lot of cards protect against destruction, but they don't protect against like bouncing. So stuff like a Hymn of Light in the graveyard, it can't protect against this, and it can be annoying. Like you buff up your dude twice with 2 Idotins. This bounces it to your hand and you just attack directly. With a field spell, it's 2k, so 2 monsters, that's game. It's decent. Yeah, you can play Wall of D's, you can play a Mirror Wall to protect it. So yeah, and yeah, I think it's decent. The negative for it is it doesn't help you maintain card advantage. So if you're doing this, you better win or set up to win. So you can also bounce not just your opponent's cards, you can bounce your own cards. So maybe you use the trap card that lets you summon a 4-star, you can bounce that back, use that again, summon another dude. And you can discard Treeborn Frogs. I don't know, Treeborn Frogs isn't that good with your trap cards, but you can discard different yeah, surely there are some water monsters that you want in the graveyard. So yeah, initially I thought this card might not be good enough, but Duel Links is a lot different to the TCG, so we could see this being good enough. State Warrior, I feel though, is not good enough. I think it's just one of these cards that they put in the sets for nostalgia. So it was quite a famous card back in the day, one of the first 1900s, and yeah, I'm not gonna play this anytime soon. Mystic Piper, it's a huge boost to all the Exodia decks. In the TCG, we had this combo with Kinkabayu. So Kinkabayu is a spirit card that special summons level 1 from the graveyard, and for Mystic Piper you have to tribute it to draw a card. So what happens is Kinkabayu brings this back every turn, and you can draw a lot of cards. And there was like a Mystic Piper control deck that was pretty popular with like Battle Faders and I think Monarchs, and that was sort of popular. Maybe we can do something similar with like Spear Karibos and normal Karibo. I don't know. Unfortunately, this might boost cancer decks a little bit too much as well. So imagine they draw Karibo and then they draw into another Karibo and then they have like all these other store cards. It's gonna be so annoying. But I think it's supposed to be for Exodia. Ties of the Brethren. Pay 2,000, add one. Oh, target 1 level 4, special summon 2 of the same type and attribute with different names. You can't special summon any other cards, and you can't have a battle phase this turn. But you know, it's pretty good for like a turn 1 play in Magnet Warriors. It sets up your field. Next turn, if you're playing Destiny Draw, you can just Destiny Draw your anti-magic arrows, and it might even be game just off of that. So this card, I have I see some potential, but I don't have high hopes just because you can't conduct your battle phase. So it'll have to be a deck that really sets up some sort of combo. Yeah. And this last card is I think it's a really bad card for the game. I think it's a really good card for us players, but it is really bad for the game. It's essentially a pot of greed. You're trading 1 card for 2 cards. It's busted, man. And so I want to talk about some of the super rare cards that I feel like actually break the game, and there are a few of them. The first one is Mind August, and I believe there's going to be a first turn kill combo. So if you hated Mystic, sorry, not Mystic Piper, if you hated the Bamboo Burn deck, this deck is just as bad. You're not going to get a first turn either in this build. And yeah, so the strategy with this one is, instead of drawing cards and burning your opponent for a game, with this you're going to be drawing cards and shuffling them back into your deck, drawing cards, shuffling back in, drawing cards, shuffling back in, and then you're going to use a ritual spell to add the ritual back to your hand. Then you keep drawing, shuffling back in, and you're never going to deck out. But what happens is every turn you're going to be playing Dark World Dealings. You're going to discard cards from your opponent's hands. You're going to use salvage so you don't lose too many cards. And yeah, so I believe there's a first turn kill combo with this. I'm not sure. I know it's not going to be consistent, but it's something that you have to look out for. When they start releasing more and more cards, this combo is just going to pop out of nowhere and start causing havoc. So in the TCG, I think this is at 1 or something like that, just because the combo was too consistent and you could, it was really bad for the game. So yeah, Gishkis, man. Gishki, the OTK deck, I think is decent, but you know, this deck will ruin the game. It's not going to be fun to play against, and it's not going to be fun to play either. It'll take you like 50 turns. Not 50 turns, like 50 minutes. Now I don't know how long it'll take, but the combo has been seen before in the TCG. That's why I already know about it. And maybe we're just missing like 1 or 2 cards to make the combo ridiculous in the 20 card deck. The next card that makes this set busted. Now I'm not even sure if I should tell you. Okay, it's this card. See South Attack. Because of this card, I think we'll see a new tier 1 deck. So this is the supporting card to Legendary Fisherman 2, and so with this card, the first effect is the best effect. Banish 1 water monster you control until the end phase. This turn, face up solid and check cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So yeah, you attack, they use a trap, you banish your card, it comes back. They use a card, you banish it, it comes back. You attack, they're gonna run out of cards really quick, and I think this card is brilliant. Yeah, so yeah, it combos well with this card. This card's a level. This card's a water monster that you can use with this. Oh, that's not the right card. This, and it's 1900 attack. So even you opening just a stealth and this is good. But what you really want to do is use this to add a legendary ocean, so you can summon this and the other 5 stars. And this deck is insane. Maybe you'll see a deck list in the coming days, and yeah, that's about all I want to talk about that deck. Gishki Aquamura, this card's another ridiculous card. It's a card that when it's in the graveyard, add it to your deck, add another Gishki from your grave to your hand. It's good. And all these Gishkis, they also work well with Ben 10. Ben 10 searches another Ben 10, searches another Ben 10, searches another Ben 10, searches Senju. So like you know, opening these with Ben 10, or even like you could play Ben 10, Idaten, Dakini, and just not play yeah, you could maybe play Cyber Angels with Gishkis, and just not play Saphira. You might be able to. I would prefer to just play Mine August with the Ben 10s. Sorry, not Mine August. Gishkis with the Ben 10s. Because I feel like Gishkis are just a deck that can OTK really quickly. And yeah, the last deck type I wanted to talk about. So I've talked about Archfiends being broken, not broken, but like decent, and people just have to find how to build the deck. I've talked about Gishkis, two types of Gishkis, the OTK build and the FTK build, and I've talked about water, the water decks, but I haven't talked about this other card. It's called or the other deck type is Aliens, and the reason I thought Aliens are good is because of this card. So what it says is destroy one monster on the field with an A counter, then you can special summon one level 4 alien monster from your deck, destroy it in the end phase. So this is hard removal. So this is almost like Tribute to the Doomed with an upside. Instead of discarding, you special summon a monster. So, you know, and it's counterplay. So, you know, the problem with Duel Links at the moment is there's not a lot of hard removal. There's very few hard removal, and most of it is minus. So you're playing Tribute to the Doom, discarding a card, and then you're playing I don't know, Divine Wrath is kind of like removal. It's more like a protection, but okay, we can treat it like removal. But this is hard removal. And Aliens or Reptile cards, so you're playing them with Ananta already, and that's more hard removal. And so you can hard remove, and this triangle also sets up Ananta and makes your Ananta bigger. So you can almost make you could probably easily make a 3000 Ananta in defense and wait until it pops everything and then attack with it. So you know, this deck, yeah, this deck I think has a huge potential, and it's gonna be the first deck I test, just because I love the archetype and I have the cards for it. So yeah. I think I'm gonna end this video here. This is my review for this set. For the rares and the commons, I don't want to go too much into details. There are a few decent cards that also search the different field spells. They're all going to be decent. There are a few other generic stuff. There's Moki Moki. This card is going to be the best YouTube video deck. Hopefully you'll see that from Guns Blazing. Anyway, yeah, that's it for me today. Make sure you check me out during this during the next couple weeks. We're gonna play all of these new decks, and we're gonna start off with a deck that I wanted to do before the KC Cup, but I didn't know if I was gonna play it or not, and that was Arrow Mages. So we're gonna do probably some Arrow Mages or some Aliens in the next couple days. So that's it that's it for me for today. Make sure you smash the like button, leave a comment, let me know your favorite card from this new set, and also let me know what kind of deck do you want to see me build with the new cards. So yeah, post that down below and make sure you smash the like button, and we'll see you again later.